My little teddy bear. My little teddy bear. Little bit of cheeky ASMR. Come on, yawn for them or something. Come on, cheeky, yawn. Come on, I want to hear it. Damn. I heard yawning was contagious. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. She's not a puppy, but she was always going to be my little baby. It's just that way with dogs. All right, we are up to, oh boy, episode 7. We're almost halfway. Well, it's actually your sibling says hi. Awesome. I'll let her know. Taking up with it. Oh god, Hutchon left the bag. Hutchon left a bag here where the food came in, and Cheeky was like, "Oh, hello," and I'm like, "Oh god." Cheeky get into a bag where there used to be food. Not a good combination, especially with small dogs. Alright, episode 7. It's the midway from the season. Let's do this shit. Butterfly entangled in a spider's web. That can either be very good or very fucking bad. Depends who's weaving the web.
The more I look at it, the stranger it seems. I can't tell what era these ruins are from or what culture built them.
Is that Ainzel Gone's place?
That's a good sign. It means we're that much more likely to run into something interesting inside.
I think that's guaranteed.
Although there's also the chance that a terrifying undead lurks in there.
Still, I'm a bit excited.
Same here. I want to know why this tomb was built and what kind of person got buried inside it.
Yeah, there's nothing quite as exciting as
Nadois
exploring
and
the total
Napolé.
unknown.
What would excite me?
Nadois, No, Napolje means outside in Serbian. Nadois, I don't know what that means though.
As if it were full of money.
Me too. Well, I'm sure this'll be our best job yet.
In the words of the Red Queen, you're all gonna die down here. Yawning is contagious. It's a signal to others you might want to sleep now. This should be interesting. It's
Four teams
Nosric.
have signaled that they're in position. We'll all move in at once. Each team will explore one of the smaller mausoleums. After that, we'll all meet up at the larger one in the center.
Good.
Simple enough.
That works for me.
That was one short-lived invisibility spell.
It lasted as long as needed. Now come. No traps as of yet.
Continual light.
Wait, so you guys were expecting traps, yet 2 of you went through the door? And what are you doing with Kami's staff?
And continual light.
Oh no, it's the Los
I've seen
Illuminados!
such press before. Have any of you?
No, don't think I have.
I've played
Doesn't
enough
look
Resident
like a
Evil to know where this is going.
Oh, by the way, Gringham, you can start acting normal now. There's nobody else around here.
True. Man, that crap's exhausting. I feel so stupid talking like some kind of white knight.
The other groups bought it, but you can relax now that it's just us.
Now, I better keep it up. If I let myself slip out of character now, I'll have a hell of a time getting back into it later. I always talk like that when I'm on the job, tricks people into thinking I'm more talented than I am and worth more money.
Heavily armored, scrawny guy with a short axe. All you need is a spear. Pokety poke poke.
Now then, Into the fray, men!
Right.
Let me ask you this. They offered you all 350 per group to go check out this place. What makes you think all of you will be there to collect? And at the end of the day, there would be more than 350 gold treasure. So you guys are literally pawns to the slaughter. But then again, you're not being paid for your brains. By the way, what's with the eagle?
This banner is woven from precious metals.
Amazing. I bet this would fetch a pretty good price on its own.
Should we go ahead and take it?
It's far too unwieldy to carry through the ruin, and besides, we haven't fully explored this room yet.
Wow, would you look at that? More than 350 gold. That just pays for all your groups. How much you want to bet that these things are just illusions and will disappear after a few hours?
Hey, Gringham, what kept you?
My apologies for making you wait.
We didn't actually decide on a rendezvous time, so you're good.
Tell me, was there treasure in the mausoleum your team explored?
It was chock full of it. We're excited. Parpatra says his was too.
I'm glad to hear that. It seems this ruin has riches enough for all.
What makes you think that these guys are not going to betray the other teams?
Doesn't look like we'll have any trouble accessing the lower floors, but...
This place reeks of death.
Wait, so you guys think there might be traps and you're all gathering in the lower floor at the same time? Sometimes Darwinism just needs to happen.
Yeah, that's my worry. It's a stench I remember from my time on the Kotz Plains.
I have a proposal for the other teams. I and the rest of Greenleaf will go back out and look for any secret entrances. I think it's fairly likely there are other ways to get inside.
There is a saying, beware the old man in a profession where people die young.
The Elder makes a valid point. If Providence wills it, he may find a safe passage that leads directly to the center of the tomb.
But I must say, my team will be taking a loss, so in exchange, we'd like to have a share of any treasure you find.
Wait, so you want a share that everyone else is risking to get while you're outside taking the safe bet, you crafty old bastard?
Let's see, about 10% from each team should do. And if there's a route to the lower levels, how about my team takes the first crack at it?
We have no qualms with that.
Neither do we.
I myself have a minor objection. Sharing 10% of my treasure isn't a problem, but
Great!
I would like
I'm
to...
glad everyone agrees. Good luck down there.
You just got cut off, you small-dicked cock.
And be careful. Oftentimes, the most valuable treasures are booby traps, so feel free to leave them for us.
You see what I mean by beware the old man in a profession where people die young? Now go in there, you little soy boy, cuck fuck boy. Have fun with that. Don't break a nail. Or God forbid, dirty your white clothing. So everyone's secretly happy he just got cut off. Another fun, I saw someone made that went something like, did you know elephants have a specific noise that means there are bees here, let's leave immediately, and asked why elephants more advanced than humans. Someone else responded with, we do have a noise that means there are bees here and let's leave immediately. It's there are bees here, let's leave fucking immediately. Another fun fact, if they just took what was in small mausoleum and got the fuck out from there, Ainz will let them go. Logic being, if they needed money, there is a shit ton of it. Going any further is just greed. Remember that story I told of Vlad the Impaler? There was a chalice, a golden chalice, in the center of the town next to the water fountain. And basically, anyone could use it to drink water from the fountain. Whether they were from the village or not did not matter. But if someone was to steal the gold chalice, they would go throughout the entire village, find the thief, and, make an example of them. And it was just like one of those simple tests to see if there was anyone greedy in the village. Also, throughout his castle, Vlad had gold coins scattered across the floor. Gold, silver, all that shit. And he was the type of person that would memorize where all of them was. If he so much had saw that a single coin had been moved, everyone on guard duty that night would be executed. And it was a way to, test the loyalty of his men. Because If someone was to, steal as many coins as they could and do a runner, they would probably escape. But if someone in a guard was to be bribed for gold to kill Vlad, why would they accept that money and risk their lives when they could just take the coins and run? It was like a two-pronged approach. That and also executing people that felt safe. I mean, say what you want about the Impaler, the man was a technical genius.
All right then, I guess we better get to it.
And good point, there's fuck tons of money out there. Why are they going further? There's more than 350 gold. Had they just brought back the gold, that would have more than satisfied their employer. But no, they want more. Obviously, they're going to steal some for themselves. Meanwhile, the guy that actually left, look at it this way logically. If these guys go in and die, the guy that's outside can just loot the 4 mausoleums. What makes you think that the guys aren't looting the 4 mausoleums as we speak while these idiots are going deeper? I'm just saying.
Robert, do you sense any undead magic from these corpses?
No, they're not a threat.
The more they find, the bigger the bonus they get.
This ruin is like none I've ever seen before.
I wouldn't be surprised if the place was more than 600 years old.
Oh yeah, Red Queen, you're all gonna die down here.
If it's that ancient, we'll find more than gold.
Can we move this along, please? I don't know about the rest of you, but personally, I would like to hunt down some monsters.
There you go.
Come on, is somebody pulling our legs or what?
These are the tomb's defenders?
They might as well have sent a swarm of bugs at us.
This is too easy. We can fight these things blindfolded.
Have you ever thought that was just a warning?
Alright then, I guess that rules out the idea that this place is ruled by some great monster.
Okay, close the rear door.
Or if it is, then the thing must be a complete idiot. I've never felt this underestimated before.
These foes are beneath me.
Fine, then I shall strike first.
Trapdoor, close the rear door, and send 100,000. Oh yeah, also, cut the supply of oxygen. Here's an idea. Use all the remaining bones to form a super skeleton. Let's have fun with that.
We must not become careless. Steel yourselves for the possibility of a powerful undead foe, and push forward with the greatest care.
Well, can't say they weren't warned.
So, they've made their entrance.
That they have. They may be workers, but they're our comrades till the job is finished. I hope they all make it back safely. Do you think they'll run into any trouble?
Does death count as trouble?
Huh?
Oh, I mean, they should have resolve in the face of death.
Is this like the 4th time he broke character? Seriously? Seriously, dude?
These ruins are a new discovery. Who knows what lurks within?
He would suck at role-playing in bed.
It's important to balance hope with pragmatism.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Thank you for the sage advice, sir.
Of course. Now, if you're taking the first watch, I should rest.
Right. Take all the time you'd like.
Ah, now we can go play his other role.
All right, Nobbe. No, Norborough. I shall return to Nosric now. I'll send Pandora's actor in my place. I trust you to handle any problems here.
Thank you, my lord. I won't fare.
Then I leave it to you.
Right.
Bloody instant transmission, motherfucker. Of course.
Greetings, my lord. Welcome home.
It's good to be back. The intruders should be entering now, just as we planned. Are we fully prepared to welcome them?
Everything is ready, sire. I'm certain that our guests will enjoy what we have in store for them.
Very good. I look forward to seeing your hospitality at work.
Didn't that one maid request humans? 2 birds, 1 stone, right?
You can watch from here.
Ah, splitting them up.
And so it begins. Don't even let one of them leave unscathed.
Are you playing Saw? Are you sawing them now?
As you say, my lord. For the crime of entering the Supreme Being's abode, these imbecilic thieves must be punished in the harshest of ways. Also, before they're all torn to bits, have you chosen which group you'd like to use as rodents for the testing of the sword?
Ah, yes.
Well, this job's going a lot smoother than expected.
That first encounter was almost too easy.
With skeletons, the workers just killed are what are known as pop monsters, I believe. They're relatively weak, but respawn automatically at no cost after a certain amount of time. So they're basically level 1 and 2 boars in the starting area of every MMO. Gotcha.
Shh.
That's a bother.
2 of those skeletons are mages. They can use first-tier magic. If we don't take them out fast, they could be a problem.
The skeletons are tough to snipe with arrows. Let me handle this. Now, turn undead!
Oh! Shit, that worked?
Nice work. You took them all out. I feel like we're gonna lose out on a lot of treasure.
We're getting priority on tomorrow's forays, so it won't be a complete loss for us. Besides, if you ask me, it's dangerous to be the first group to explore an unknown dungeon. Best to let someone else take that risk.
That's a very pragmatic approach.
Oh my god, she's got that whole "you kids have been naughty" look on her.
Well then, so much for that.
What do you think we should do now?
They don't outnumber us. Maybe we can manage.
Gotta say, with the shape this tomb's in, these maids have really been slacking.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely fucked now.
We should kill them! They need to die.
Oh, did she just have a Russian accent? Let me hear that again.
We should kill them! They need to die.
Sorry, I think it was more German. They need to die. Oh my god. Slav maid. Oh my god.
What do you think we should do now?
They don't outnumber us. Maybe we can manage.
Gotta say, with the shape this tomb's in, these maids have really been slacking.
We should kill them! They need to die.
It isn't enough to simply kill them. We should do it in the most painful way imaginable. Yes, yes. We plan to kill them from the start, remember? Though I am pleased to see everyone so motivated. Gentlemen, I'm afraid circumstances prevent us from being able to butcher you with our own hands, which is a shame. Allow me to introduce the foe you'll be facing in our stead. Nazarick Oldguard, arise, to war!
Say what?
Oh, shields. Lovely.
Pincer attack? No. It looks like they truly plan to stay out of it.
Magic weapons.
Isn't this an honor to think you'd summon so many mighty undead just for us? Tough break. It would appear that we've encountered the most powerful beings in the ruins. Seems I'm right, which means that unfortunately, my efforts to avoid danger have put us in the thick of it.
So why don't we just run for it? Look at those things. They'll tear us apart.
We lost any chance of escape as soon as they pincered us. Push forward!
Yes, I suppose that is the best chance you have. Best of luck, gentlemen. All right, please begin.
Wow.
Wow, they are bad.
What?
I thought they would put up more of a fight.
Wait, are you using a fucking dagger?
I hope we get to see at least a bit of a show before they died. Uh-oh. He's a goner. No dodging that.
You'd best get to work, priest. Can't you see that your warrior needs healing right now?
He's already dead, which means their party's front line has been destroyed.
What the hell is this?
Why do you have a dagger in a fight? Like, what the fuck? You lost this before it even started. You get what you deserve.
Oh, their beef is has gone down too. Seems like the battle's been decided.
Oh, he was a thief? What the fuck's he doing here?
It's delicious.
Restrain yourself. Remember, our instructions are to take the ones who are no longer able to fight as prisoners.
Really? Ooh.
Right. Heal whoever's still breathing, and send them to the torture chamber. As for the dead, I'll include them in my report to Lord Ines.
Kinda sounds like dying there's the easy way out. There's the fire I know and love.
There's no way we can beat those monsters! God's blessings can only protect us from so much evil!
You know what the fun part about that armor is? If the heat is hot enough, it literally turns the armor into an oven. Extra crispy.
Haven't gained any ground yet! No, they're still right on our tails!
Damn it! Hey, I found the door!
And spikes.
This piece of shit too!
Were you getting teleported?
Anyone here?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, this should be fun.
Where are the others?
What the hell happened back there?
Let me guess,
We got
torture room.
teleported. Come on, let's ditch this place while we can.
Torture room? Oh yeah. Body disposal
window
room.
of opportunity has passed.
Who's there?
Oh my god, it's a giant cockroach.
I am known as Kyohuko. It is I who guards this area, by decree of Lord Ines.
What the hell are you?
Why do I get the feeling they just started playing Dark Souls? Oh my god, he's a giant cockroach.
Shall I introduce myself once again?
No, please forgive me. I misspoke. I'll be blunt. I'd like to make a deal. If you would but release us from this place, we'd be willing to give you anything you ask for in exchange.
Oh, a trade. I am most thankful, but if we're being blunt, then I should confess my reservations.
Thankful?
The problem is that what I desire is already in my possession, and I quite doubt that you can offer me something better. I'm thankful for you because my family and I have grown weary of cannibalism, and your arrival here means that for the first time in many years, we can enjoy a civilized meal. It's a shame that there aren't more of you. Please do your best to nourish my family.
No, Dada, no! I don't want to die here!
You're a spirited one. Lend my children your strength.
Wow. Eaten by cockroaches. Can I describe the cutscene? Yes, you may. You may describe the cutscene, similar to how the ReZero cutscene was described. Please go on. I would like to know what the roaches did. I don't know why, but I would still like to know. In graphic detail, if at all possible. Australian cockroaches. Indeed. I've actually seen cockroaches that are this big. Like in the area where I am, I saw a fly that was this big. I shit you not. Look how big that is. Bigger than my eye. Like my cheek. Like literally my mouth size. This is the guy that Shouty and Alberto were talking about. You gotta give me a little more context than that. They talk about a lot of people. So yeah, I've seen flies and cockroaches, big ones. Because we're actually close to the like national sort of foresty areas where the big stuff comes. So we have slightly bigger insects and bugs here. Like there was a spider that was building a web at my front door. He was like this big. His body was like this big. The spider's body was like this big. This is the spider's body. This is, you could see the fang on him. Fun fact, in addition to Shaltier making Brain her slave in the web novel, Momon introduced Shaltier as Camella, one of Evil Eye's 3 apprentices. Right. The scene I was talking about was just before this one, but sure, I'll describe the roach room. Come on, come on, come on. I'm waiting. I don't have long. If we want to watch another episode, you got to be quick. Oh, roaches are simple. They eat you from outside and from inside, and when you are close to death, a big roach heals you up, so fun starts again and again and again. So when they heal you, your body parts which were eaten get replenished. He keeps healing while the cockroaches are eating them from inside out. Oh, so they keep them alive as a source of food. Oh, so when he said cannibalism, he didn't mean they eat each other to death. He means like they sacrifice themselves and get healed and then sacrifice and heal. Whereas in this scenario, they have... Wow. See, in this case, Ainz gets some points for being an evil overlord. This is evil. This is thought out evil. The other stuff that he was doing was kind of not. The smallest were only the size of his fingertips, while the biggest were over a meter long. Holy crap! The room was filled with cockroaches of all shapes and sizes. Holy crap! I need to ask, who designed this room? It doesn't sound like something Ainz would. Also, Yuri Alpha, the one you said looks like a principal, is the vice commander of the Pleiades and her creator is an elementary teacher. I already read that post twice this stream. Shall we tell him about the farm? Yes, you may.
Awake already, are you?
Wait a minute! Did you just make a Metal Gear Solid 2 reference? Give me a sec.
You're a spirited one. Lend my children your strength.
That's a Metal Gear Solid 2 reference.
Awake already, are you?
Because in Metal Gear Solid 2, when you strap down to a table, you try to look right, left, and you can't.
I'd ask if you slept well, but what's the point? You seem to be stiffening up everywhere except the part that counts, dear.
Oh my god, I need an adult.
Anyway, as you might have noticed, you've been captured. This is the Great Tomb of Nazarick, the illustrious home of the last of the 41 Supreme Beings, Lord Momo. Oh, I meant to say Lord Ainz, but let me tell you, he's a great leader and a wonderful man. He's just incredible. Say, you can keep a secret, can't you? All right, and between you and me, if he were to call me to his bed, I wouldn't mind letting him be the first to taste this cookie. That stupid brat Shaltier and the piss-ugly overseer Albedo are both aiming for his heart, too. But I'm much more attractive than either of them. You agree, don't you, darling? Oh yeah, right. My name is Neuronist, and I'm the Great Tomb of Nazarick Special Intelligence Collector. Though, there are those who call me a torturer. The Supreme One who brought me into existence suffered from an excruciating condition known as kidney stones. So to honor their suffering, I thought we might start with this little toy of mine. We'll be spending a great deal of time together. If you're crying about this little thing, then wait till you see what's next.
I have a feeling I know what that little thing is, and can I, like... Oh, God. The scene I mentioned took place just before the Elder Lich. They encountered a single Elder Lich and thought he was the leader of the tomb. They tried to negotiate with it. The Elder Lich shushed them, then 6 more showed up and started the chase scene. And obviously, between skinning them and healed up skin regrows, also to don't waste resources and food so they feed them their own limbs. Oh god, Neuronist is just bright. You don't want that torture. Why do I have a feeling I know what that thing is? I'm glad I ate before watching this. It puts the lotion on its skin or it gets the hose again. It is what you think it is. So that's why it made the comment about him getting stiff everywhere except where it counts. In case you missed it, the Happy Farm place is the place Demirouge runs, where humans are skinned alive 200 times a day in the most painful way possible, and skin from the skin scrolls are made of. Damn. He takes farming to a whole new level. Let us continue this painful anime. Oh boy.
Why have you stopped walking?
So what's going to happen to this guy? I mean, if that guy's getting that thing put in his penis and the other guys are getting skinned alive, what's going to happen to this guy? And can I watch?
Move on or else.
Oh, right. He's using the slave to go first in case there's a trap. And the elf already has its ears cut off. Can I have this one? Can I have this one? I wouldn't mind having this one for myself. I'd be more than willing to learn new methods of torture. So you like mutilation, do you? Can I have this one? You know, I told you guys the story, but I was in high school and they told us to dissect a bull's eye. And I remember removing the little cornea thing by doing the incision like almost like a paper cut with a scalpel. Other people were just vomiting. Meanwhile, I actually found it quite interesting to have to cut it so delicately. I don't know why, but when I'm holding a blade, my hands don't shake. They become really, really precise. I'm sure I could do a lot to this guy, since he's so fond of cutting. I could cut him in ways, in layers, so delicately. I wouldn't even need to strap down and stop him from screaming. So why did he cut her ears? Because he's a twisted son of a bitch that likes giving pain to innocent people and weak things. He doesn't like fighting strong people. He likes fighting weak people because deep down, he is weak. Seems like you could be a great surgeon. I'll be honest, I wanted to be a doctor at some point, and then they were like, you have to study, and I'm like, fuck off.
I'm sorry, but I hear something.
Interesting.
Can we spare the elf slave? I mean, the elf slave didn't really do anything wrong. Oh, good. Can we spare the elf slaves? I mean, take him.
Finally come to face me, you have, foolish intruder.
Oh, Hamsky. My good little hamster.
And you are?
Someone instructed to greet the intruders with tail and fang I am. To see if my training has been successful, this is. But slaying you, I doubt will prove much.
Because they're elves and he thinks they're inferior, he's punishing them by cutting the things that make them less human. An interesting logic. I wonder, how many limbs would I have to amputate and feed him before he starts feeling less human? My god, I really need to stop watching Hannibal.
What kind of a magic beast is that?
The one that will eat you alive and fornicate on your corpse?
Apologies, Master, but I've never...
Oh, so you cut all of their ears off. And you keep female slaves because it gives you sexual gratification. All with similar styled hair. I can see that you have a type. Can I have this one?
Never seen such a creature.
You worthless imbecile.
Now then, told I've been, it's no problem if I should slay you in this duel of ours. So, to the death this fight will be. Oh, the others you see have come only to observe and score our battle. So rest assured that interfere in our fight they shall not.
Why are the lizard men... he could just take that off. Like, seriously, it's not even around his neck. He could literally just take that off. As could he. As could... Well, okay, he can't, but he can. He can't, because he's fat. And this guy's got a long chin. But this guy can. I mean, look at the size of this thing relative to his face. What the hell?
equipped for battle, those elves seem. Shall I wait while they prepare?
There's no need for that. I'll face you alone.
Eat him alive, please.
Then to meet your god, prepare. Hamsky I am called. Declare your name as well, warrior.
I see no point in telling a beast my name.
If to give your name you refuse, then erase you from memory I shall. For die here you will as a nameless fool!
Okay, Yoda. The chains are experience boost items. They lower your stats, but you level up 2 times faster. Where can I get some?
Now, martial arts Shikuchi-kai!
Ooh! Hamsky used headbutt. It was super effective. Ooh! You've started bleeding your own blood. Oh, would you look at that? Look at that sweet little phallic in your eyes. You started bleeding and you're starting to panic. Damn it, you weren't prepared for that. Are you feeling dizzy? Are you feeling dizzy? Are you entering a state of panic? Are you shivering? Are you feeling the fear of death? Are you starting to regret coming in the tube? Good! Good! Now let's keep it going. Let's keep this going until your little heart pops from excitement.
You damn rodents! Fine! Ability boost! And then greater ability boost!
Keep at a distance until I understand the abilities of my opponent, I think they said.
Yes, Hamsky, use strategy. Good boy. I mean, good girl.
But also as a warrior, I was told to fight and warriors must be brave. Close combat it shall be.
Hamsky's like, fuck you.
Strike me down if you can, human.
Don't underestimate me!
As expected, a match for my tail you were not.
Do something! Cast a healing spell! Don't just stand there! Get on with it!
You lasted 2 hits.
You see I'm injured?
Good!
Get up here, bones.
Not enough! Cast enhancement magic on me! All of you! There's a massive difference in physical strength between humans and magic beasts.
You know what the shame is? The logical conclusion anyone would see is to get rid of his support and healers. But his support and healers are only doing that because they fear the consequences of not doing it because they're being regularly tortured. They might actually die.
But with this I can bridge the gap!
Mind I would not if you chose to attack as a team for a better challenge you might then provide. Far from your grasp is victory, but should you fight together, we could have a praiseworthy battle.
Shikuchi-kai!
Flashing strike!
Quick, cast fire, cauterize the wound.
You! Heal me! Do it! Why are you?
Find enjoyment in the suffering of others, I do not. So in this now I shall.
No, Hamsky! No! He's only begun to realize how fucked he is. Let him bleed out. He's ours about 20 to 30 seconds. Come on, Hamsky.
Oh.
Damn it!
Master Zarayasu, did you see what I did?
Bad hamster! Very bad hamster! Someone resurrect the son of a bitch!
Indeed, I saw. Slashing strike. Good. You used a martial art.
Someone resurrect him right now!
Most excited to hear that I am. And
Bad hamster! Very bad hamster!
continue to train until I become warrior Hamsky I shall.
You will not be a warrior until you can break the body and spirit of your enemy. Not just one!
What are they doing? Strange, it seems. Is that how elves mourn their dead?
Don't know.
My god. Don't worry. The elf slaves will be adopted to Nazarick and will be under the care of Oro and Mare. I don't know who those people are. He didn't cut their ears. It's a slave symbol when people sell them. He is still a monster since he talked about raping them in the novel. I am upset that he died quickly. He only had suffering for about 5 seconds. He didn't even have the opportunity to, succulently bathe in his own despair. Aura and Mare are the Dark Elf twins. I think that would be nice. I mean, since they are kind of elves, so, it's kind of their people. But then, they strike me as nice kids. I mean, they're bloodthirsty and psychopathic, but, I think that would be nice.
How'd we get here? I guess that was a magic trap we stepped on?
All I remember is the ground letting up beneath our feet.
Oh, the gladiator chamber.
This place seems different from the others.
I know of a similar building. The Empire's Colosseum.
Called it.
This is pretty similar. So, would that lead to the arena?
Yep, the long hallway where you can hear the cheers of the crowd.
Looks right. And if we were teleported here...
Wait a minute. That purple background. Are they gonna fight Shaltir?
We were teleported to the surface.
It's Shaltir.
Good. Then let's escape with fly magic.
It's Shaltir. Oh shit!
Our challengers tonight are a band of 4 foolish human adventurers that dare to infiltrate the great tomb of Nazarick. And against them, we have the Supreme One. He's the illustrious overlord of the great tomb of Nazarick, the King of Death itself.
Oh, this isn't even fair!
His name is Lord Aizugo!
This is just stupidly unfair. One thing that is cool, though, is we have 69 viewers, while they're on the 6th floor.
Every second these thieves draw breath, they defile Nazarick with their mortal taint. I should erase their every atom. But when life gives you test subjects, you find ways to experiment. Wait, their leader Hecaron claims he received permission to come here. Did he speak with one of my comrades? No, that's impossible. Chapter 8, A Handful of Hope.
Seriously, why is he wearing a pimp robe? Look at that pimp robe. He's looking like, what was that guy that made Playboy? You know, the old guy that was always dating models, and when he died, none of them got anything in his will. You know the guy I'm talking about. He's wearing the pimp robe. Funny story about that. When he died, his, girlfriend play bunnies were making, Hugh Hefner, that's the one. When he died, his, he called them his bunnies that lived in his mansion. They were making fun of how he would, ejaculate in 20 seconds because he was old. And they were like, ha, he's so funny. A month later, when they read his will and they realized they got nothing, could you imagine the look on their faces? The man just fucked these thoughts in more ways than one. They got nothing. They got fucking nothing. I think it's more like a boxer's robes before they enter the ring. What, to keep their muscles warm? Do you wish Hamsky the hamster to torture or mock him? Well, you said he was too honorable, and I just look at it this way. Honor does not apply when the other person is dishonorable and disrespectful. He didn't so much as give his name to Hamsky, despite Hamsky making a one-on-one duel, giving him the opportunity to get ready, put on armor, power up, and even gave him his name. He did not even give Hamsky the courtesy because he viewed Hamsky as a non-human, therefore not worthy of sharing a name. So why would you give any sort of respect to someone that gives you that sort of disrespect? It doesn't make any sense. The guy had no honor. Zero. Zilch. Nothing. He wasn't even human. He was less than human. I mean, I personally find it insulting that this guy was actually considered human. I mean, I wouldn't even use him as dog food or fertilizer. Hell, I'd throw him in the cockroach pit and then throw him in the sex dungeon. You know why? Because that death was the most merciful death in the entire tomb. And the worst person received the most merciful death. That pisses me off. Bad fucking hamster. One of the creators of D&D was apparently very into partying and got laid a lot. Unfortunately, his friends weren't rich from D&D, so he got them laid by models. Well, I mean, when you get rich, you know, let's face it, them thoughts want to be on you because they think they'll get something. But speaking of being rich, look up the story of the guy that created and sold Minecraft, and you'll see a very tragic story of someone that got everything they could have possibly wanted. I think he sold it for $1 billion or $2 billion or something. But it's a story of a man that got everything he could possibly want, and in a number of years, it turned into a literal nightmare. I'm talking divorces, no friends, you know, he had the partying lifestyle, but it didn't last. You know, he hung out with celebrities, but they all started talking shit behind his back as soon as he stopped inviting them to parties, you know, that sort of thing. There's nothing worse than having the world at your fingertips and being alone. You're better off having less but being genuine and having genuine people around you than having the world but being completely alone. That's a fact. That is an absolute fact. I am just pissed off that motherfucker got the most merciful death. What? He got his 2 arms chopped off and 5 seconds later his brain was destroyed? What's that? 5 seconds of pain? That's nothing. Whereas those guys are getting eaten forever by cockroaches, and the other guys, well, you know, let's face it, he's still getting tortured. And this guy gets off. The guy that literally tortures slaves and treats people like shit gets a merciful death? No, fucking resurrect him right now. I demand it. Does he get resurrected in the book? Because if he doesn't get resurrected in the book, I'm writing the author a very angry fucking letter right now. Does he get resurrected? I want to know. I'm legitimately pissed off. Why is the worst person getting... Give me the author's contact details. I'm going to write them a very angry letter. I want them to write a side story of him being resurrected and tortured and raped and all of the things. I'm pissed off. This is unacceptable. I don't accept this. Don't make me write a fanfic. I will write a fanfic about torture. Don't make me get creative. You don't want that. Worst person take mercy, the other that are less assholes suffer a lot. That is absolute bullshit and you know it. Some of the other guys were probably greedy assholes, but let's face it, humans are greedy assholes. I didn't see them running around with slaves, did you? He was also humiliated beyond belief by being beaten by a hamster. His spirit was broken before he died. The whole fight was from his point of view. That's not the point. He only got to experience the humiliation for a brief point of time. Instead, he gets to die quickly. I don't want that. I want his humiliation to be internal. I want his suffering to be immeasurable. I want him to not only be humiliated, but wish for death beyond repair, to the point that he regrets the decisions that have led him to that point. And only then will he understand despair. And then I'm on his memory wiped, and all of it to begin again. Not a quick death. You expect Hamza to dispense judgment? No, I expect Ainz, who was watching the whole thing play out, to dispense judgment. Like a good overlord should. Send him to a gulag. Send him to Cannibal Island. If you don't know about Cannibal Island was an island where a gulag was built that had absolutely no vegetation and no food. So the prisoners of the gulag started amputating each other's limbs and cooking them and eating them. I would send him to fucking Gulag Island. You know, like the cockroaches. You get my point. That's how much I hate people like that. I know the type of people they are. They are the worst things ever. I hate them. Beyond measure. Okay, let's play a song and watch another episode. Hope there are ghosts where we can torture them. I am disappointed. Ainz is a bad overlord. He's not torturing the people that actually deserve it. I mean, Everyone deserves some form of punishment, but come on, this guy got off easy. I'm pretty sure some people would like to see a fanfic, Kuma. Don't make me do it! Give me a couple of rounds of scotch and I'll write you a torture fanfic. Don't make me get creative, because I can fucking get creative. Unfortunately, the fanfic might be admissible in court. Trust me, I study serial killers as a hobby. I can get pretty fucking creative.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun sized, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.